For day 2 of our Sedona trip, we're actually going into Sedona today. We're going to go ahead and start out with the Raven Caves, or some people do call them the Sedona Caves, but if you're looking on Google Maps, they're called the Raven Caves. And if you want to, know where to park, you look up the Raven Caves Trail or Raven Caves Trailhead. It is right on the side of the road on Highway 179. In the parking lot, there's about space for about 1 to maybe 3 cars. So it looks like a small pull off. It is not paved, so definitely keep that in mind. The trail back to the caves is about a 1/4 mile, and it's going to be one of the easiest trails you're going to do in Sedona, and it's pretty much flat the entire way. It is going to give you a good view of all of the mountains and rock formations, which are absolutely beautiful, and of course, that's one of the main reasons why you're in Sedona. The trail basically ends, and then you're either given 2 options. You can either climb down the rocks like we did, or you can kind of trace back and go to your left and find an easier way down to where the caves are. Like I said, we decided to go down the rocks. It wasn't all that hard, but definitely be careful. And then when you get to the bottom, you're going to want to go to your right and you'll find the caves. The caves are definitely a lot of fun to explore, and it's pretty crazy that they are naturally made, but definitely be careful. There are places where you can just fall off the side of the cliff. This isn't something that has guardrails or anything like that, so definitely watch your footing and just definitely be careful. After the caves, we went to the Tlaquepaque Arts and Shopping Village. It's this really cool sort of outdoor rustic shopping village. You can also eat there. Now, I would say that this can sometimes feel like a tourist trap. While there are a lot of local arts and crafts and a lot of stores, if you look at some of the art and things like that and you flip it over, it does say made in China. So definitely pick local shops if you want to get something that's specifically made in Sedona or around Sedona. But it is a nice stop, but it can be very busy as well, so definitely keep that in mind. Our last activity of the day was Cathedral Rock. Now, the road going down to the Cathedral Rock trailhead was actually shut down, or they had it closed for specific hours depending on when you wanted to do your hike. So we actually parked up the street at the Little Horse trailhead, and then you can actually walk down that road to get to the Cathedral Rock trailhead. The Cathedral Rock Trail is only 1.2 miles out and back, so it's not the longest trail by any means, but there is some elevation gains. You're going to gain about 741 feet of elevation. There's also a section of the trail that you sort of have to scramble up the rock formation. It can be hard for some people, so if you can only make it to that point, don't go any further because it can be a little dangerous. But there's plenty of places, going through the trail that you can stop and take a break if you do get tired. Once you're at the top, you have amazing views of the valley below and the mountains in the distance, and you have it on both sides. So you have the one side where you get the rolling hills, and on the opposite side, you get all of the mountain formations and everything like that. And of course, you have the 2 big formations on each side. It's such an amazing sight. And we did this hike for sunset, so watching the sunset over the rolling hills was just super, super awesome. Make sure you get a picture of the, famous end of trail sign. And if you are going to do the sunset hike, probably bring with you a headlamp because you're going to be going back down the hill at night, and that can be very dangerous.